live a happy, productive life, but sometimes we just need a little help. Our Coach On Call experts provide strategies to help you live your best life now. Joining me today is Harriet Cabelly, a social worker and positive psychology coach who helps people grow through their challenges and rebuild their lives with renewed meaning and joy. Harriet is here today to discuss how we can heal through brokenness. Welcome, Harriet. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Joan. It's great to be on your show.
Harriet, sometimes we speak about being broken and whole in the same breath. How can we be both broken and whole?
So it sounds like it's an oxymoron to be broken and whole, but the idea being that since brokenness is an inherent part of the human condition, because we all get broken, we are all vulnerable to pain and grief and loss, can we truly hold the brokenness, our parts that are so saddened by our pain, and still maintain a sense of wholeness in how we are in the world? So I want to look at this amazingly beautiful concept. It's a Japanese concept called kintsugi, K-I-N-T-S-U-G-I, kintsugi. It's a Japanese art form of repairing broken pottery with lacquer that they mix with gold or silver. And this is a specific art form that's really transcended just an art form and been passed along into a beautiful philosophy of how we live our lives. Where, again, when we have, and we all have, broken parts of ourselves, it's through our healing and our soothing, eventually, obviously with time, that we become someone different than before, because with the healing we go through some form of transformation. And that difference makes us almost more beautiful and more whole, because we've experienced the kind of pain that we've had. We're then open to others in their pain. And when we're open to other people's pains, that brings on compassion. It brings on empathy and support. And therefore, that brokenness is bringing us closer to people, and we are becoming whole from it. Doesn't mean we don't also experience our sadness, but it's a way of holding that brokenness, that pain, and renewed life together. So there's a beauty in having a history of something that was painful, but then came and evolved and grew. Even if we look at the creation story in the Old Testament, how did the world come about? It came about from darkness, from chaos. Out of darkness and chaos came light and renewal. So out of brokenness and pain comes a sense of wholeness and beauty.
Harriet, how can we heal and find that beauty through our brokenness?
So it's connecting with our pain and then seeing that in others and being more empathic in the way of connecting with other people, because a lot of times what we've been through, we can then relate more to others and their pain. But if I can just reference something and give a personal tidbit on this, Catherine Zeta-Jones, if you've ever noticed, wears oftentimes a choker. And she wears a choker because she has an indentation from a tracheostomy. Because when she was a baby, she had a trach, and that leaves an indentation in your neck. She says, I wear it as a badge of courage. My middle daughter went through a medical crisis, and she had a trach. And she has a hole, that indentation in her throat. And I remember my mother at some point saying, have plastic surgery so you can close it up so it won't look bad. And I remember telling my mother at that time, quoting from Miss Jones and saying, no, my daughter, her name is Nava, is going to wear it as a badge of courage. Meaning that's her broken, if I may use that word, her broken space. Literally, there was a hole. And then around that grew skin, grew a new beauty of strength, of endurance, of resilience, of ability to, of the wherewithal to say, look what I went through. I'm here. I'm proud of it. I'm re-engaged with life, and I'm giving of myself, and people are seeing this and seeing, hopefully, that there's inspiration here. We don't have to break, literally, at our breaking point. We can grow through it and stand strong and put ourselves out there. And Leonard Cohen had a great line. He says, there's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. So we can hold both our brokenness and our wholeness together, and our brokenness can give us, albeit in a new form, a whole new way of being whole and beautiful.
Harriet, thank you so much for being here with us. If you would like to learn more about this topic, if you'd like to learn more about Harriet and her work, you can visit her website, rebuildlifenow.com. And as always, to hear more from Harriet, you can visit our website, cyacyl.com/Harriet. We'll be right back.